shadows of the past, where the wind whispers secrets in the dust. I walk the streets, a ghost among the ruins, a whiskey bottle clutched in these cursed hands. Old train whistles moan a song of what was lost. Echoes of laughter, now just empty sounds. I'm dancing with the lonely road under the pale moon's glow, spinning tales of a love that died and the revenge I came to know. Each step a story of betrayal in this silent desert night, where my heart beats in the rhythm of the fading twilight. There's a church at the edge where the prairie meets the sky. Its cross stands black against the fire it once knew. She promised forever by those old burning pews, but lies festered under the bell's solemn toll. Now her whispers haunt the canyons like a curse. In the cold grip of night, I recall every word. I'm dancing with the lonely road under the stars' harsh light, haunted by the love we made before it turned to spite. Each gust of dust a memory in this barren whispered lore, where shadows move to the tune of the promises she wore. Here stands the gallows where truth came undone, revealed in the hollow end of a gun. Her ghost in the shadows with eyes so forlorn weeps for the man that revenge has now torn. Still I'm dancing with the lonely road where no one hears my plea. The desert holds my secrets like a lock without a key. This path of dust and sorrow where my soul no longer roams, I find my peace within the storm, the road that now is home. Town chapel door, the wind cries tales of a blood-red lore. Sand grinds slow on an empty street where my boot heels echo and lost loves meet. A bottle's throw from forgotten graves under the watch of whispering names. Pour me a drink of that old ghost whiskey, burns through the tales of the good and the risky. Here in the dust where the dark secrets fall, I'm just a shadow that's bound to the brawl. Whiskey my confidant, my vengeful friend, on you my last hopes are sending in. Once loved a girl with fire in her eyes, in a town too small for goodbyes. She left me a note by the light of the moon, meet me by the church come high noon. But the train whistled once, then twice it roared. She was gone with the gold, left nothing but sore. Pour me a drink of that old ghost whiskey, tales of betrayal and love that missed me. Here in the dust where the silent bells call, I'm just a pilgrim at the sorrow's own ball. Whiskey my judge, my jury, my end. In your amber depths my heart beats suspend. Oh. jar, each drop a memory, each sip a scar. Here in the dust where the old ghosts dance, I've played my part, took my last chance. Whiskey my reckoning, my final plea. In your shadows I'm forever free. In a town too rough for dawn's light, where the dust swallows your name, whiskey bottles lay like broken dreams beneath the old saloon's frame. The desert moon hangs a silent judge over streets that know my sin. Heard the whistle of the midnight train as the shadows danced within. Gone with the midnight train through cursed lanes under starlit pain, riding past forgotten graves where the souls of the fallen remain. Echoes of betrayal, the screech of tracks, in my heart a burning chain. All that's left is a ghost of love, gone with a midnight train. I loved her like the prairie white, wild winds in her hair so fair, but she vanished with a preacher's vow in a church left to despair. Found her note by the morning light, stained with last night's rain. Promises turned to whispers, crushed by the sound of the midnight train. Gone with the midnight train through silent deserts in my silent blame, chasing down dusty storms with my heart tied to a name. Haunting whistles taunt my revenge through the cold, through the strain. She's just a specter in the wind, gone with the midnight train. By the old tracks I stand hat low as the night whispers confess. Her laughter's a ghost in the wind, her touch a forgotten caress. The train's a beast on iron paths, with a heart fueled by my pain. Every mile screams her name, weaving through my veins. Gone with the midnight train through landscapes of my own heart's terrain, past burning churches, through storms of sand, to where all is lost, nothing gained. This outlaw's tale ends on these tracks amidst the echoes of a refrain. Love a fleeting shadow, forever gone with the midnight train. In the shadow of the black sun, out where silence has a name, whiskey bottles laying empty in this ghost town wrapped in shame. Dust devils dance on broken dreams, train whistles moan their tunes while an outlaw counts his regrets beneath the cursed and lonely moon. Echoes from the black sun where my darkest secrets lie, haunting me with visions of a love I can't deny. Revenge whispers on the wind in the canyons of my mind. Echoes from the black sun, always one step behind. There's a church out on the prairie where the fire took its claim. Haunted by the past, it's just a shell engulfed in flames. Lost love's like a ghost that haunts her memories, a grave buried underneath the sands of time. A heart that couldn't be saved. Echoes from the black sun where my darkest secrets lie, haunting me with visions of a love I can't deny. Revenge whispers on the wind in the canyons of my mind. Echoes from the black sun, always one step behind. In the mirror of the night, my reflection's growing cold, standing at the crossroads where the truth can be told. Betrayal's bitter taste on the tongue of a friend. Now I'm staring down the barrel where this story finds its end. Echoes from the black sun, now I'm riding towards the dawn, with revenge laid by my side and the ghost forever gone. In the heart of silent deserts, I've made peace with what I've done. Underneath the black sun where my soul has come undone. So listen to the echoes, let them lead you through the night. The black sun holds the stories of the darkness and the light. Out of where the wind cries through the bones of old towns, the shadows stretch long as the sun's beating down. The whiskey bottles lay spilling secrets in the sand. Ghost of a preacher, Bible burnt in his hand. Oh, the prairie's got a curse, dark as night, unseen, wails like a train through the valley of the unclean. Dust storms rise, hiding sins that we all breathe, haunted by the loves and lives we couldn't redeem. Here stood a church, now just char and decay, where I promised her forever, neath the cross we'd pray. But the devil's in the dirt and he called my name, led me down the tracks of betrayal and blame. Got a curse cold as the clay, echoing the shots that took my breath away. Lost souls wander with stories they can't leave, bound to the land that won't let them grieve. Underneath that blood moon I felt her near, her whisper on the wind, revenge is here. A specter of desire Now it's mine to hold a tale of a heart that turned too cold. The wind still whispers through forgotten graves. Here lies a gunman, a lover enslaved. Outlawed by love, damned by fate. On haunted grounds I accept my way. Out where the wind cries through the bones of old towns, the shadows stretch long as the sun's beating down. Whiskey bottles lay, spilling secrets in the sand. Ghost of a preacher, Bible burned in his hand. Oh, the prairie's got a curse, dark as night unseen. Wails like a train through the valley of the unclean. Dust storms rise, hiding sins that we all breathe. Haunted by the loves and lives we couldn't redeem. Here stood a church, now just char and decay, where I promised her forever, 'neath the cross we'd pray. But the devil's in the dirt and he called my name, led me down the tracks of betrayal and blame. Got a curse cold as the clay, echo in the shots that took my breath away. Lost souls wander with stories they can't leave, bound to the land that won't let them grieve. Whisper on the wind, revenge is here. A specter of desire, a ghost of spurned love, demanding retribution from the heavens above. This prayer has got a curse and now it's mine to hold. A tale of a heart that turned too cold. The wind still whispers through forgotten graves. Here lies a gunman, a lover enslaved, outlawed by love, damned by fate. On haunted grounds I accept my way. church, the dusty road whispers under scornful moon. Ghost towns sleep under a blanket of curse. Whiskey bottles lay beside gravestones too soon. Whispers in the lonely road calling out my name. Shades of the betrayed with stories just the same. In the silence of the desert under stars so cold, every stone and shadow recalls the lies they told. Once loved a girl as fierce as desert storm. Her laughter now a ghost in the chapels burn. Promises like tracks leading to the mournful horn. Train whistles cry for lovers never to return. Whispers in the lonely road haunting midnight air. Echoes of a love lost floating in despair. The heart knows its burden and in darkness it unfolds beneath the cursed skies of those forgotten old. I faced a man in black, eyes cold as a night gun drawn too quick to track my revenge. A whispered prayer, a silent pact, a flash, a cry, a life faded into the black. Whispers in the lonely road, now a tale to tell of love and loss and vengeance. Serve too well. Let the desert keep its secrets, let its silence hold. Just a gunslinger story in the whispers told. In the shadow of the mesa, under blood-red skies, lies a town forgotten, where old secrets die. Dust devils dance where the chapel once stood. Whiskey bottles lie masked in sodden wood. Ashes of the church fire swirling in the wind. Memories like ghost trains never coming in. The bell tolls for the haunted, the lost, the damned, echoing through cursed lands, an unholy reprimand. There was love neath the steeple, a promise made of gold, turned to whispers in the night, dark stories told. Betrayal, sharp knife under a silent moon. She vanished with the shadows, none too soon. Ashes of the church fire, painting sorrow's face, past hopes burning fiercely, leaving but a trace. Cries of the forsaken, riding the night's chill, in the heart of the desert, love's blood did spill. faced the howling gale. Through the smoke a ghostly veil did pale. Revenge a cold whisper in the desert's ear. One last showdown, the end draws near. Ashes of the church fire, now my fate's thrown. In this silent desert I walk alone. Forgiveness a forgotten grave under starlit skies. I'm just a whisper in the wind where my heart lies. Under the harsh desert moon, where the shadows claim the dunes, a ghost town sleeps with secrets, whispering old forgotten tunes. Whiskey bottle laying empty by a grave, no cross marks its claim. Here lies a tale of venom, hearts wrapped in a serpent's sinful game. Oh, there the winds cry serpent's prayer, echoes of the damned and betrayed. Fire in my throat, dust in my eyes, on cursed lands my heart's been swayed. The rattlesnakes hiss, the preacher's a miss, where salvation just a ghostly flare. Silent desert holds my confession, my lament for a serpent's prayer. She was a flame untamed by love, burning through my brittle bones. Her kiss a venomous remedy, making a king fall from his throne. Betrayal's breeze brought me to kneel in the dust of my regrets. A train whistle moans in distance for a soul that never forgets. Oh no, the winds cry serpent's prayer, trail of vengeance and the misled. Love's a burning church at midnight, in the ashes of the words we said. The preacher's words, now devil's verse, under this cold and starless glare. Whispering winds carry my redemption, my lament for a serpent prayer. In the silence of the wastelands, I met my ghost just at dawn. Face to face with my failures, as the specters sang their song. I drew my gun with a trembling hand, pointed at the heart of my despair. A shot rang out across the plains, answered the serpent's prayer. Oh, the winds die serpent's prayer, buried deep in the sands of the scorn. My fate sealed by this outlaw land, from this burden my soul is torn. Now here I lay in the silent grave, with my sins laid bare and rare. Beneath the stone I write my tale, the end of serpent's prayer. So let the desert swallow whole the story that the night air declared. A lone gunslinger's final word, the curse lament for serpent's prayer. In the shadow of a burning church, under a blood-red sky, an old gunslinger tells his tale with a whiskey bottle dry. The wind moans through the ghost town streets. The dust clouds hide the sun. This land's forsaken by the light, where a cursed man's run begun. No mercy in the devil's deal, only shadows by your side. When you trade your soul for vengeance, there's no place left to hide. The night grows cold, the fire dies, but the past won't set you free. No mercy in the devil's deal, just endless misery. He loved once beneath the stars, in a time too brief to stay. Her laughter now a whisper lost as the desert took her away. Betrayed by a brother's jealous hand, left for dead in the silent sands. He struck a deal at the crossroads light for the power to set things right. No mercy in the devil's deal, only echoes of regret. Each killing word a hollow prayer for a love he can't forget. The night grows cold, the fire dies, but the ghost won't let him be. No mercy in the devil's deal, just change as you can't see. Glass, he faces who he's come to be. A phantom in a forsaken land, trapped in his own decree. The whistle of a distant train calls him to his final stand, to reclaim a soul he sold in vain, or fall by his own hand. No mercy in the devil's deal, just a lonesome bitter end. The gun he draws, the choice he makes, a broken heart he can't mend. The night grows cold, the fire's died, in the silence he'll confess. No mercy in the devil's deal, just a piece of nothingness.
In Mulligan's Valley, where the wind moans through the pines, stood a gunslinger, whiskey-soaked, shadowed by his crimes. The dust beneath his footsteps mixed with blood from days before. An outlaw bound by vengeance, by lost love and folklore. Blood on the gunslinger, red as setting sun, haunted by the bullet holes and the deeds that he has done. Ghost town, silent whisper, where lost souls find their way. He rides alone, his heart's turned stone, along the cursed pathways. There's a tale they whisper softly about the love he left behind. A girl with eyes like summer skies, now just a ghost in mind. Betrayed by his own brother, over golden shallow graves. Now he tracks through lonesome valleys, shadowed by their brave. Blood on the gunslinger, echoes of the past, takes him back to shadows that they cast. Burning church of trains, lone wail his memories ensnared in the echoes of the gunfire and the crosses left unfair. In a dusty canyon where the truth came like the rain, faced his brother, guns drawn amidst the sorrow, amidst the pain. Two shots echoed under stormy skies so grim. One fell to silence, the other lives with him. Blood on the gunslinger, in the ground his brother lays. A tale of rage and redemption, riding through the haze. Now he seeks no shelter, no solace in the run. A ghost among the shadows, his reckoning undone.
In a ghost town where the wind cries through the chapel, burnt shadows cast by a candle's dim glow. Whiskey bottle laying empty in the silence, footprints vanish where the red dust storms blow. Blood on the lost love under a black crow sky. Echoes of a train whistle singing a lonesome goodbye. Haunted by the memories in the moon's haunting light. Blood on the lost love vanished from sight. Crossroad pact made in the depths of night. Silver locket with a picture worn in old. Promises as brittle as a dried up river. In the silence, all that's left is bitter cold. Blood on the lost love under a vengeful moon. Darkness holds the secrets of a heart broken too soon. A trail of whispers where our dreams used to lie. Blood on the lost love, truth turned into a lie. I stood by the burning church, the flames licking my sins. Her specter in the smoke, bearing witness to my wins. Gunpowder on my sleeve, a duel with the past. In the valley of the cursed, only shadows are cast. Blood on the lost love, where In the heart of a ghost town, under a blood-red sky, dust dances with the devil where the lost souls lie. Whiskey bottle emptied by a cold campfire, echoes of a train whistle haunted with desire. Blood on the shadows, pain in the wind, cursed by the memories of the sins I've skinned. This desert knows my name and my story's old, written in the dust where my heart turned cold. A love once burning like the church that caught the flame, betrayed by a kiss in the shadows that we named. She left with the sunset on the day the preacher lied. Now I wander with a ghost of what I've left inside. Blood on the shadow, scars in the sand, walking through the night with a gun in my hand. The silence is my partner in this forsaken land, guided by the moonlight and the retribution plan. At the crossroads by the old forgotten graves, I face the whispers and the debts I've yet to pay. Her shadow in the doorway, the showdown feels so right. Two bullets in the chamber under the starless night. Blood on the shadows, destiny's embrace, revenge or redemption, it's a bitter taste. With each step on this cursed ground, I accept my fate. In the silence of the desert, revenge comes too late. Dust and the stories it knows of an outlaw with a heart where nothing grows. Blood on the shadows under skies so vast, in a land that forgets but the legends last. In the shadow of the broken steeples cross, where the wind whispers through the pine soft sigh, there lies a town lost beneath time's cruel gloss, engulfed by sands under cursed sky. A preacher lived with a secret so dark, whiskey bottle whispered it to the night, by the light of a lone flickering spark in a world devoid of righteous light. Oh, the silence of the desert holds his tale, haunted by a love that could not prevail. Ghost trains cry beneath the moon's pale veil, lament for the preacher's secret, a wretched wail. On Sunday, loving grace's themes, while his hard hit her picture worn and frayed. In the vestige of his broken dreams lies the love he betrayed and the price he paid. A dusty Bible, a revolver cold, her locket buried in an unmarked grave. His whispered prayers, they never grew old, for a soul too far gone to ever save. The silence of the desert knows his shame, burning like the old church he set aflame.
skies. He begged for forgiveness as part of him died. So listen to the wind, hear the desert's breath, echoing a tale of love, betrayal, and death. The preacher's secret walks a spectral wraith in silent deserts of sorrow. He finds no rest. Lament for the preacher's secret, and whispers confessed.
Town of Shadow Hollow under a blood-red sky, the wind cries through the chapel where forgotten secrets lie. Dust devils spin the tales of a love that met its pyre, silent as a whiskey that fuels the church fire. Hear the whispers in the church fire, crackling with the sins of lovers crossed by fate's cruel hand, where madness begins. Burning embers tell of hearts entwined in black and white, echoes of the damned in the flames of the church fire. Lonely is the night when the ghost train wails its sorrow, haunting the forsaken where no hope shines on the morrow. She wore lace that glimmered under the moon's cold ire, betrayed by a silver tongue, her truth swallowed by fire. Listen to the whispers in the church fire, mournful and grim, stories of a preacher man whose light grew dreadfully dim. The ash settles like snow on the cursed land's funeral pyre, silhouettes dance caught in the wrath of the church fire. I see her face once more, her beauty a specter on heaven's forsaken shore. With each crackle her voice calls for retribution dire. In the heart of the blaze I confront my heart's liar. There's peace in the whispers of the church fire, fading away as the dawn breaks over bones in the cool light of day. What's gone is gone, with the smoke rising higher, and I leave behind the shadows and the last of the church fire. This song weaves through the haunting echoes of love lost and the chilling pursuit of revenge, all set against a backdrop of a cursed town consumed by fire and shadow.
Out in the shadow of the devil's spine, where the wind sings low through the hangman's vine, ghost town whispers, a tale unfolds beneath the hollow sky in the cold. Whiskey bottles lay by forgotten graves, each sip a memory of the brave. Dance the hollow sky, waltz under the moon's pale light, twirl with the ghosts of those lost to the night. Feet step in dust where the shadows play the hollow sky waltz, calls the souls who stray. Silent deserts hold the secrets of old, of a lover's betrayal, and hearts turn cold. Train whistles mourn like a funeral cry, past burning churches where faith did die. She promised forever by the light of the stars. Now she's just another scar. Dance a hollow sky waltz under the moon's pale light. Twirl with the ghosts of those lost to the night. Love's a bitter trail of the lonesome and gray. The hollow sky waltz sweeps the broken away. In the cursed land's grip under twilight's crown, I face the east where my life burned down. Dust storm roars a reckoning tune. Her face appears in the eye of the monsoon. Dance a hollow sky waltz with fury and might. Claim the revenge in the dead of the night. Storms rage cleanses the sins of the fray. The hollow sky waltz where I'll lay her to stay. In the embrace of the land, under stars so high, I dance alone, where the lost souls sigh. The hollow sky waltz, my final goodbye. I dance with the shadows, under the cursed sky. Midnight in the ghost town, under the midnight moon in the ghost town, silence reigns. Walking on shadows of what used to be, amidst the pain. Whiskey bottles lay beside cracked and dusty lanes. Echoes of a train whistle fading like memories in the rain. Midnight strikes in the ghost town, the spirits sigh. Cursed land beneath my boots under a starless sky. Lost love whispers through the ruins where old secrets lie. With every haunted heartbeat, I'm just waiting to die. This town soul burned with the church one cold dark night. Vengeance stirred in the ashes, hidden from the light. A lover's promise turned to betrayal, gone without a fight. Left my heart buried in this forsaken place. out of sight. Midnight cries in the ghost town, the wind moans low. Past sins cast long shadows where the lost ones go. Ghosts of you and me in the dance of the slow. Underneath the gallows tree, where the bitter winds blow. In the stillness, a confrontation with my own haunted fate. Through the dust storms, I see your shadow by the gate. Gun in my hand trembles as the clock declares it's too late. Forgiveness is a forgotten grave, sealed by hate. Midnight burns in the ghost town, and now I see this cursed land holds nothing but a memory. A gun, a bottle, and a locket, my only company. In the ghost town at midnight, forever is just you and me.
Town where shadows lay deep as sins, echoed the whistle of the midnight train. Beneath that lonesome ghostly scream lies a tale of love turned ashes in the wind. Old whiskey bottles line the crumbling streets, where once stood churches, now only memories weep. Ashes of the midnight train, where my heart once laid its claim, driven deep into the cursed land by a vengeful traitor's hand. In the silence of this damn desert's breath lives a story soaked in the depths of death. She was the fire wild under prairie moon's glow, her betrayal a sharper cut than winter's bitter snow. In her wake left nothing but the ghost of my trust, a burning love reduced to nothing but dust. And now each night the train's cry splits the stark, a haunting reminder of the light swallowed by dark. Ashes of the midnight train, my soul wearing its invisible chain, carried away on that lonesome track to a place where no man comes back. In the hush of these forsaken graves,
the bravely betrayed. I see clear. Her whispers float like venom in my ear. But the path to redemption is a road I walk alone, through the silent deserts where my sins are atoned. Where the lost are found, I'll be the justice, redemption bound. Let the wind carry away all that I've grieved. In the ashes of the midnight, my peace retrieved.
Underneath that crimson sky, where the vultures circle high, town of shadows, whispers, tales, silence trails and rusty nails. Whiskey bottle by my side, spirit lost to the night's ride. Each step creaks in ghost town halls, to the tune of the dusty boots waltz. Oh, dance me through the wind and sand, where promises break like brittle land. Turn my heart with your cold false calls, spin me round in the dusty boots waltz. Met a girl with wildfire eyes in a chapel built with lies. Her love a dagger dressed in lace, my heart left to plead its case. Echoes of a train sad moan carried dreams we'd never owned. Under stars that watched and judged, in our silent waltz we trudged. Oh, dance me through the memories plan, where shadows stretch and curse the land. Twist my soul with your haunting draws, lost in loops of the dusty boots waltz. In the mirror of the night I face down my fears, the ghost of my wrongs, the trail of dead end tears. Her spectral smile, a beacon in the frost, guiding me where all but despair is lost. So play that mournful melody of love's bitter treachery. In the dust let my sins exhaust, haunted forever by the dusty boots waltz. Fate has spun, the die is cast, in the dance of shadows I'm free at last.
in the shadow of a church where no prayers are said. Burning embers light the stories, the living and the dead. A whisper on the wind from the lips of a ghost town side. He rides a dusty trail where even shadows dare not lie. For love, he traded his wicked crown in a cursed land where hopes are drowned through the silent deserts beneath the blood-red moon. The devil's lost love, gone like a fleeting tune. A locket filled with yesteryears beneath the weeping willows. He once loved a mortal, pure as the driven snow. But whispers turn to shouting in the clapboard house they made. Now only whiskey bottles tell of the bargain that he paid. For love, he faced the heaven's scorn. In the ghost of her embrace, he's eternally forlorn. Underneath the stark and endless sky on that lonely dune, the devil's lost love vanished with the crescent moon. On the outskirts of redemption, he heard the train's sad song, echoing the heartache where all his dreams went wrong. In a mirror of the dust storm, his tears were like the rain, dancing with her memory. He'll never love again. With revenge he finds no solace, just a bitter taste. Resignation fills his longing in the endless ghostly waste. Through the silent deserts, beneath the cursed monsoon, the devil's lost love, a tale etched beneath the swoon. Every line evolves the essence of a haunted desert ballad, weaving a dark and poignant story set against a backdrop of desolate landscapes and supernaturals.